Happy Monday, everybody. Good to see you, everyone. Good morning. Good to see you, Norman. Good to see you all. Grant, Andrea, how's it going? Louis, Chris, good to see you all. Everybody on Facebook Live, just give me a second here and share my screen with you. Got everything else up but yours. Nope, wrong screen. There we go. Allow that. There you go. So you guys can see okay. All right. Well, welcome back, everyone. Get ready for a brand new month. I know Friday was the first day of the pay period. Who the hell wants to trade on a Friday as day one? But you know what? Technically, this is actually the week of trading where it really starts a brand new month. What we got going on? It's really not a big month, which is kind of, hold on. Just looking on my calendar here. So actually we got 1, 2, 3. We got nice 4 full weeks of trading up until Friday. So this is actually a really, really good month, as the way the calendar works. Now, the big thing I would just be very careful of, you know what October is known for? October crashes. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So let's hopefully see how things work out regarding about, what the market goes. But listen, cash is king, and that's all that matters. But a lot of, I think September we had some really, really nice moves. We had some stocks that were just unbelievable. I mean, the big one was the CI and what was it? The PALT. Let me just bring those up. So we have some new people that are starting today. You're like, what the hell are you talking about? So I mean, the CEI was just phenomenal. The PALT was just phenomenal. I mean, and they were like late bloomers going into September. We got a couple other ones that did pretty well, but those are pretty much really the popular ones that did really well for us. But just be careful. Today's a Monday. It's a new day. It's a new pay period, so people are not going to get too crazy. I don't see too many good stocks out there so far this morning. I mean, you probably heard about the good news about Merck. And let me tell you, these drug companies, I hate this. Listen, drug companies, get so much scrutiny, right? They make too much money, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. But you know what? When you need them, they're there for you. So Merck, coming out with it's moving up pretty nicely. I put that on my watch list, but Merck, you know what? It's testing all-time highs right here back in January. It looks like it wants to break. It's like hovering right there. Got upgraded to about 105. Listen, we saw what happened with Moderna. So, listen, this is a drug that's supposed to, if you are sick and you have COVID, this is obviously this is not a, what Pfizer is, and it's not a booster shot or whatever it is. It's not a vaccine, but there's actually a cure, so to make you feel better. So it's an antibiotic. So they didn't get FDA approval, but anyway, we're going to keep a close eye on it. But there are a couple of stocks that are moving. Just be very, very careful going on to this month. I always say that, when it comes to trading, but I'm noticing, it was great. I did an event on Friday, and I'm telling you, I had over 500 to 600 people in an event, and it was so exciting. It was on a panel. I know you're going to see some of you were there, and more and more people are starting to realize that this is not as difficult as people think. When it comes to understanding the art of day trading and just follow the money, and basically learning how to swing trade doing it. But we'll keep a close eye on it. So anyway, let's do some shopping. Before I do that, I just want to talk about what happened on Friday. So I know you guys had some good stocks that had some good moves over here. You had the stock BMRA. It doesn't look as pretty on the chart right here, but I heard it was, it was a nice little mover. I was out on Friday. I went to I went away to go see both my sons in Delaware. They went to Delaware University. One's a freshman, one's a senior. So it was Parents Weekend. I know some of you here, probably know it's coming up right now, Parents Weekend, if you have any kids in college. So that was a pretty fun experience. But so I didn't miss anything on Friday, thank God. Okay. There was this one stock, though, in the afternoon. You guys did pretty well on this one. This one was pretty good. The PED, this one at 2 o'clock, Josh was telling me you guys traded. Actually, it's going back on the watch list because the stock, it just took a huge hit in pre-market and now it's coming back down. But the PED is starting to, you could see, picked up some really nice momentum here. Look, 175 to almost $2. But what a nice pop right here. You guys got into this right at, I mean, this thing went almost all the way to the close, unfortunately, kind of looked like it just tanked right in the last 15 minutes, which kind of really stinks. But that was a nice move, 175 to 240. Not bad. If you got out here at 220, you did pretty damn well on that. So that one did pretty well for a lot of you. Everless, you were great on Friday. It was the reason why I am here. Well, thank you very much. And you know what? The journey has just begun. Wait till you see. Listen, when you saw, I know we had so many people that registered on Friday. I think we had over, I don't know, like 60, 80 people registered to be here. Just very important. If you are new here, you got to talk to Education Advisor. Please do the walkthrough, watch those videos, because you don't want to be lost. Remember, this is not a teaching room. This is a trading room. You're just here to enjoy Sunday football. All right. And actually, me and Josh enjoy Sunday football, because I don't know how many fans we have, any football fans out there, but his Giants won. He's a Giant fan. I'm a Jet fan. Two teams in the first time in history ever won in overtime. It was an unbelievable experience. So that was pretty exciting. Anyway, let's do some shopping. Let's talk about what's going on regarding about some stocks. I went through the watch list. I wasn't too super excited on certain stocks, but the ADVM came up on my watch list. Now, I'm just going to put this up here and blow this up a little bit bigger. You can see the stock had a really nice push after hours on Friday. She's not an expensive stock. She got a nice little trend right here. She's not the super great one out there, but she got a nice spread. She got good volume, 4 million shares. What I liked about this stock is because the stock got destroyed. Look at this stock. It was all the way up here on $14. It got halted. Some of you remember this stock back in April. Totally gap down. And this is like pretty much one of the first days it's up. It looks like it's a gap fill right here, which is really big. So don't be shocked. This stock could probably test maybe 310. Was that $3 right there? So right now it's a gap fill. All right. So that means it's uncharted territories. One thing I like, that's another reason why I like this stock too. Merck is obviously going on the watch list. I know a lot of people are going to be interested in trading that stock. The stock did good on Friday, and you could see how it gapped up. But you know what threw me off about Merck, because I actually was going to buy it as a swing trade. It really didn't. Let me blow this up over here. It really didn't go anywhere. It had this huge slingshot right here. Came down, came up, came down, and never really went anywhere all day. And then she gapped up a little bit. So this kind of like, makes me feel a little uncomfortable when it comes to that. But I am going to put it on the watch list. I might consider it as a swing trade though. XENE, another stock that's gapped up pretty nicely this morning. You could see she started from 16, she went to 30. She's up about 71%. She's up an awful lot. Now, this is the deal. If you had a stock, you're up 71%, what would you be doing right now? All right. So could it go up to 100%? Could it go 200? Yes, we've seen that. But you could see she's starting to make a higher low, and she's got some support levels around here around 26. So we'll see how she works out. It's a pretty big substantial drop from 8 o'clock this morning, 30 down to 27. But you know what? Maybe some profit taking, but we'll see if things open up right after that. So we got that one right there. What else we got? BTU. That one, listen, energy stocks, oil stocks. I mean, Boyle, you could see that one too. Biggest percentage gainer. I mean, this stock we were just looking at in August at 40. We all see what's happening with oil. Everyone I see what's happening. It's all over the news about transportation. See what's happening with all these containers backed up. Could you imagine a container that will cost you $2,000? How cheap? $2,000 a container. Now it's $25,000. Okay, it almost sounds like a cryptocurrency stock, right? Sounds like Bitcoin. It was just $2,000. You could have bought it. Now it's $25,000. Where's it going to go? Where's crypto now? 47. Crypto had a nice little rally. So that was pretty interesting right there. So we're going to see a lot of these things. Oil's making a big thing. So inflation. Actually, the funniest thing about the whole thing is everybody hear the news on Dollar Tree. They said the rumor has they're going to have to change the name because it's not going to be no more Dollar Tree, because now they're going to raise everything with inflation up to $1. They're going to have to sell things at $1.50 now, they said. So, it's here for real. And you know what? Don't take it in as a bad way, okay? Don't look at politics, if you're on the left or right. Look at it that we're all the same. I always tell everybody we're all the same, we're all the same here in the way that we're traders. All right, we're the same party. So it's, catastrophes always make opportunities. All right, don't once. This is one thing I always learn. I want to give you a tip of the day. There's something my mentor always taught me. One of my mentors, James Pugliese, he says, Fausto, when you think you know something about the market, you're going to lose all your money. I'm like, how's that possible? He said, listen, it doesn't matter what you think. It's what the street thinks. Okay. The street has no morals. They have no feelings. They don't care. They just want to make money. Granted, I don't know if anyone saw the 60 Minutes over the weekend about Facebook. All right, which I thought was a pretty big bombshell, thing. Actually, I was looking at some of the stocks today. At the end of the day, Facebook does not care about you. Okay, they care about the profit, the bottom line. Okay, so you got to look at it that way, and that's how. Listen, that's how they make their money. If they did, nobody will watch it. And the stock wouldn't be trading at 350. Actually, where's Facebook right now? Took a very big hit. So there's another big thing. Not to get off a tangent. Do you guys remember Lumber Liquidators? Everybody remember Lumber Liquidators? Some of you have been here for a while. Remember? Who remembers Lumber Liquidators? The floor company. So Lumber Liquidators was on 60 Minutes, and they were talking about how they were putting, that the boards were made in China, and they were putting this chemical in it, which were the way they were making it. And that stock was like $80, right? Some poison in the wood, right, John? And because it was on 60 Minutes, the thing got crushed. It went all the way down to like $20, something like that. And you know what? It didn't happen overnight. It happened over a month. What was we could probably look at it really quick. What was it? LL? Is that what the symbol was? LL? No, it wasn't LL, was it? Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, it was. You're right. Here it is. This was the crash right here when it was on 60 Minutes. The stock was at 110. It was right here, I think it was. The news came. I don't know if this was the news right here when it came out, when it was 75 and it dropped down to 55 and it tried to come back. And then the news really came out with the 70. Look, it dropped all the way down to $15. So yeah, remember Andre, we made a killing on that stock. Okay. So who knows? Maybe Facebook is the next one, because listen, I'm looking at Facebook right now and it's not looking too pretty. You know what? Long term, the stock did great from 125 from last year. Geez, thing had a huge run up. It's got some big support levels right here. So if it breaks the support levels, it doesn't look too good for Facebook right here. But anyway, long term, it looks like it did pretty well. Anyway, let's go back to some of the stocks on the watch list. And not to change the subject, but like I'm looking at a lot of stocks. I mean, look what happened. I told you this in the past 6 months. Nothing's really moved. Look, Google's really been starting to trend down a lot of it. Twitter hasn't really gone anywhere. A lot of these high tech stocks really haven't really moved that much. Alibaba, my God, this thing is getting hammered. Jesus, I don't know what's that going on with that Chinese company right there, but 280, things out back down to 140. I think that's almost close to its IPO prices, actually. All right, so we got XNE also. That's gapped up pretty big this morning, up 72%. Once again, this is one I just told you. Just be careful. Look for those support levels. If it breaks it, we're done. BTU is on the watch list. All right, but just be careful of that one. Remember what we teach you in phase one. Phase one, lesson one, the most important class where 50% people blow up their account. You got to make sure, is it tradable or non-tradable? That's another one. Another one that's on the watch list, there's only two more. AMPT. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, yeah, AMPY. That's it. So this stock is getting crushed. So she's an energy stock. She's not a pharmaceutical stock, which we know sometimes don't come back, but she is making a little bit of a comeback right here, a little bit. She got a little bit of a bounce right here around $2. She already made a nice little pop right here at 9 o'clock. She went from 230, 240, look, 275. Nice tier size, a little bit of a volatile stock. So, but that one's going to go on the watch list, and I'm throwing the PED back on there. You should all know how you traded on Friday. Remember, if you took good notes, how we taught you how to deal and monitor your trading your trading journal, then go back to it, and because whatever applied on Friday, it's going to apply to today. All right. We had the CI that's also, that was a fun stock, but she's starting to trend down. I don't know if the short squeeze is coming in yet, but she has big support levels here around $3. She does break this. It could all come back all the way back to $1.50. So be careful of that. I know people still talking about it. Oh yeah, the AMPY is responsible. That's right. Okay, so just to let you everyone and repeat that, AMPY has a lot to do with the oil spill in California. So not a really good sign. We all remember what happened with BP. That happened in Louisiana. Same thing. Stock got hammered, but it did come back eventually. So, you know, but with today's technology, these guys are pretty good on cleanups. But I don't know, $2, $5 stock. You know, it doesn't look like a big company when it comes to that. All right, everybody, let's get ready for the market open up. About 15 minutes. Remember, if you're new here to CyberTrade University, make sure you talk to your education advisor. Make sure you review those videos that we watch you, and just please keep in mind this is a trading room, not a teaching room. If you have any questions, be happy to share it with you. You could private chat to anyone in the room. If you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook Live, you could always join us, like us, and friend us. You know, could watch some old recordings, and we're here every morning at 9 a.m. and at 2:30 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see you back then. But there's no better place than just coming into the room. All right, guys. Happy trading. Be safe. We'll start commentary once the market opens up at 9:30. Good luck, everyone. Let's have a great week and a great October.